So here I have the Twilight book, and so many people would love to find out how I made it. It's not a big secret, it's no big deal. I just made it from my computer, whoop-de-doo. Anyway, here is the edge you could see, and it actually has pages, and it actually has writing in it. However, for a 1/12 size miniature dollhouse, it is twice as big as it should be. This is the size that it should be. This is teeny tiny, the right size. And as you can see, this is really big. So I'll still show you, but the tiny one, it's too small to put written pages in, so I just put around blank pages. And if you want some blank pages, my sister actually makes and sells the whole series. Here's the series. Here, she made me a set. She sells them on Etsy. And I'll show you real quick. There's the first one. I can't remember how they all go. I can't hardly read it. Let's see. Now this is Eclipse. But anyway, there's all 4 of them, and they all have blank pages. They're blank, okay? Trust me. They're hard to open because they're stapled. But they are all blank, and they do have pages and stuff. And they have a binding and a back. And these are what she sells. But I'll show you how to make them. So let's go look. All right, go to your computer, and I use Print Shop 20. Print Shop 20. So, and I don't have screen print. Oh, that's Matthew. Hold on. Here is my screenshot. Since I am just a mom at home and I don't know everything about computers, I don't know how to do the screenshot thing, okay? I'm sorry. I'm in Print Shop 20, and I have found a photo of the book and the edge, and I've put it together on there, and you really have to work with it. You have to know how to do Print Shop and how to mess with the pictures and everything. And I can't explain all that on a simple video. I mean, it would take a long time to tell you how to do it all. Here's the book. I'm going to try and enlarge it just so you can see it. You put the back on first, and then the center, and then the front. And I just copied the front of the picture from a picture online, and the back from online, and then the side, all from 3 different places. If you go to Google and you put in like the Twilight book cover in photos or something like that, you can see images, and then you save them to your computer and you put them on here, and then that's how you get them. For the words on the inside, I had so many little sayings that I found them. You can find the little sayings on side, like favorite quotes from the book, and this says see, it's better if we're not friends. You're my own personal brand of heroine. Do you have a multiple personality disorder? Anyway, it's just funny things, some of my favorite lines from the book, and I put them on there. And in Photoshop, you can, or Print Shop, I mean. I'm in Print Shop, not Photoshop, sorry. You can make the little lines however you want, and you write the words yourself. You're not going to copy and paste any of those. You just have to write the sentence. It's no big deal. Then let me see if I can make it smaller so you can see it better. And then it's a whole page of these, and I will print that out and show you. Okay, so now I'm back. It's a couple hours later. Catherine's here with me, and I have my book that I've printed out on regular paper, and you print it out bigger than what you're going to need. And then the excess paper you could just save for scrap paper or something like that. Now, you're going to cut it just... When can I do clay? After you eat your lunch.
I don't want to do it after I eat my lunch. I want to do it now.
Of course you do. But let's wait until after you eat lunch. And then cut the corners. You're cutting like that. You're cutting right up to the tip of the corner on each one. You're going to make like a little V shapes. And do that on all 4 corners. Uh-oh. Yeah, there we go. And the white part doesn't have to be perfect by any means, so don't worry about it. I'll take your trash and throw it away. And then I have my little clay slicer, my metal thing. You can use the size of the side of a ruler. If you have a ruler, it'll work just fine.
Mom!
Yes,
Why can't you play now?
You need to eat your food first, then you play.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, well then no.
Mom.
I'm using this to bend over the edge of my book.
Oh. What?
Excuse me. Okay. So you're bending it over, and you're going to want to bend the front cover. You're going to have, you don't want to see the white on here, so make sure you bend it over so the black isn't going to be bent over a tiny bit on the edge there. And then I'm going to take that, put your ruler or whatever you have right up against. You could see through, I can see through the paper with the light behind it, so I can see if it's right on the black or not. Line it up as best you can, and then fold it over again. And then use whatever flat edge you have and go like this. And that is going to make that really sharp crease. And that is important. And just crease those really good. And do it on all 4 sides. Let's see. And that I'm going to have to come down a little bit more, because I didn't get enough black on there. There we go. You're not gluing at this point. You're going to want some double-sided sticky tape, but not quite yet. Just fold all those over. Make sure that none of your paper sticks over in the front. And also, as you can see, mine is kind of crooked, and I can see part of the white down here. So go back and, excuse me, refold that bottom just a tiny bit. Just like that. Go back again and do that. Now, to get the edge here, the binding where you have actual, 3D binding there, you're gonna go and you're gonna bend on both sides of that binding. So find it, put it on the edge, and squish it down. See, I'm doing one side of the binding, and now I'll do the second line. So I have a second one. And that you will also make sure that you get that really squished down. If you're using photo paper, a lot of this ink will come off in your hand, so I find that just using regular paper, you end up with a better book. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I do. I like it that way. You can actually touch it and stuff, and it doesn't get ink all over you. And because there's black books, they're so dark, you'll end up pulling a lot of ink off, which is no good. So anyway, there's your book. You're gonna have your binding folded, and there's your inside. For your inside, remember you can print this out. I used what did I tell you? Whatever I told you earlier. That's the Print Shop 20. That's the one I used. I used Print Shop 20, and I printed it out, and I just took it two long strips, and these are my little sayings from the book, some of my favorite ones. And you leave an extra almost full-length page on each end, so that way you'll be able to tape it to the book. So you're going to take each line and you're going to fold. And you're going to fold what I do, I start off with, I go around each one and I fold and then I scrape. And I've done this one, I've folded all of them up except down here at the very end, and I'll show you. You just you're going to have to line it up. It helps if you have those lines in there. Find the line, put it on the very edge, lay it down really tight, and then do it on your last one. Do it all the way down. Really tight, really good. And then I've done it on the first half of the book. There's two halves because I wanted it kind of big. Then I have my blank page that I'm going to use to tape against it, and then I accidentally erased the words before I printed it off, so that page should have words, and then all these should have words. And then I go, well, on the back of these, you're gonna, on the pages that are not bent up, because you bend all of them up at the line, the ones that are going to be back, those are the ones you're going to have to crease on the back of this paper. And I need to find which way am I going to be creasing it. Now I have my pages here, and I have my blank page right here, and I have my blank page right here that starts off the second half of my book, and I'll tape that to it. And then I know that when I start bending, that this first one, this right here, is going to be the one that's bent backwards. So then I know all along my whole paper which one, you know, every other one is going to be bent backwards, and that's where you really need to take the time to press all these. So go down the line and do that to every other one. Okay, and now I have double-sided sticky tape on my roll, and I just use, this is from Walmart. It doesn't really matter. It does not have to be photosensitive or anything like that, you know, acid-free or anything. So you're going to take this, and you're going to take the first half of your book, and your second half, and you're going to just put, it doesn't take much, but it does take some. Come on, go on there. And put your double-sided sticky tape on there. And a little, not enough is better than too much, because you can always add more. It's hard to take it off. Doesn't take much. Now, so you have those two. That's how I attach it right there. On the flip over your little book right here, and except for this last piece that's right here, the first little blank one, you're gonna take your tape and right down the center, just roll along straight, straight one. Okay. And now where all your bins are, you're going to go ahead and start folding them. Fold it up like your accordion. And that way, every other page will stick to itself and it will lay flat. And this is not a perfect science. I have practiced a lot to get the book even this good lined up, and it's still not perfect. So don't beat yourself up if it's not perfection on the first try. Now, because I didn't measure this right, now I have a book cover that's much too short. Ah! So, hold on. Alright, we're back. We're going to try again. Now, I've went and made a bigger one and folded on the sides, did all that stuff. Now I'm going to take my little...
I want to do clay now.
I told you had to eat lunch first. That is my rule. I'm old and boring, and you have to do as I ask. Well, you're not the queen yet, so when you're the queen, you can do it.
When I'm the mother.
When you're the mother, you can have snacks first and playtime first. But right now, I'm the mother, so you have to eat your chicken nuggets, then you get to play with clay. I know, I'm so difficult. So you put your little book together like so. And then it's all crooked. Ah! Take it off quick. There you go. That's all there is to it. There's your book. Remember, I accidentally erased those words, but there should be words there. Words all the way through the book till you get to the end. That's it. Front, side, back, etc., etc. Oh, and here's the original that you guys were all. Ooh, look at that. Now I have two. You know, come to think of it, probably should have started and made the second book, but oh well. I have 2 minutes left on my videotape, so I have to talk really, really quick. Oh, a minute and 2 seconds. Okay, here, go to Hobby Lobby. Buy these little books. They're blank on the inside, but they have real pages, and they're 3D, so that's really cool. It's really easy. You take your little book, you take out the center part. These are the little pages. See? Ooh, how cute, but they're all blank. Then you take your little printout of whatever book you like, and you cut it diagonal, but leave extra wide around the edges, and then cut off diagonal. Then you lay it down. You take the book cover. You use double-sided sticky tape. Get it in there. Will she finish in time? I'll be back. So tape down all the little things in here. Then you go back and you put some more tape on there. Again, because you've already taped down some of it. Oh, don't get it on your work surface because it's a pain to get off. Then you take your books and make sure you use the back that already had glue on it. Stick it right there on your double-sided sticky tape. And fold over the edges. And you also want to make sure that your book cover is long enough, or you might have to actually cut off the pages that stick out, like right here, with a really big pair of scissors. If I were doing that, I would probably just open it up and use my scissors to cut those.
Mom.
1 minute, please. Ugh. There. Okay, now the book is not perfect, but there's your book, blank pages, and you have the front, back, and side, and that was the easy, cheesy way to make it. See? Ta-da! And that's actually miniature size, 1/12 size, not your gigantic one that has the cool little things. That's it. Bye.